Hi guys, this is a quick tutorial on some tips on how to get money quicker in Elite Dangerous using trading. Now the first thing is to just some quick things you can do to speed up your gaming. So the first tip would be to bookmark the stations that you're going to be traveling to often. This way, when you jump into a system, rather than have to try and find the station in the contacts list and then select it and go there, the destination will already be selected for you when you jump into the system. So to select a station to bookmark, you just select the system map of the system you want. And then highlight the station and click bookmark location, which is this button here. After you've bookmarked that station, you can quickly select it by going to the bookmark list, which is this third tab from the left, and you can just click it and choose plot route to that station. Now another tip with this game is that you want to filter your map based on supply and demand economies. So I've selected high tech and extraction, and I've bumped the population size up to about 2/3. And as you can see here, we have an extraction economy, extraction there, and a high-tech refinery economy in this system here, Hatmehing. And the idea is that you will buy mineral resources or ores here, sell them here, and then buy other materials that will be wanted in Glucirges and profit more so than just your average trade. Now, choosing two systems that are very close reduces the number of jumps to that system, or hops. Also, you want to make sure that the population is quite substantial in the system for the economy, for the supply-demand to really work to your advantage. So I've already selected an extraction station here and a high-tech economy station here. And I'll show you an example of this. I'm flying a Type 7, which has 256 tons of cargo space. So if I go to commodities market, and I know that they would really like some, what are they called, performance enhancers. So there's a lot of supply, so the price of this is less than the galactic average. So I'm going to fill up my cargo, empty cargo spaces with performance enhancers. Then I'm going to quickly select via the bookmarks my destination, which is actually already selected here, I think. But I'll just make sure. So bookmarks, plot route, and it's changed to 2 jumps because I have full cargo, so my jump, my actual jump ability has reduced with the ship because I'm holding so much cargo. Another tip to increase your jump capability is to have some cheap upgrades. Now these upgrades aren't, for example, your frameshift drive or your power plant. These upgrades essentially are just very cheap upgrades which cost a couple of thousand. And what they do is they reduce your tonnage, your total tonnage and weight of your ship. And by doing so, you can actually increase the range that you can jump. So if I go to outfitting, and I go and look at some of these that can be purchased. So let's see, 5D thrusters. Now, it came with 5E, and as you can see, the 5E has a mass of 20 tons. And the 5D have a mass of 8 tons. Okay, maybe that's a bad example because that's meant to be red, I think. It's meant to be reducing. So let's see here. So here is a sensor that is actually a D class. So by getting this, you can see here my jump distance should increase because its mass is 2 tons, whereas what I have is 8 tons. But it's just one class above E. So I suggest you check all the different components, and paying 10,000 credits for just an upgraded class rather than an A or B class can actually increase your jump capability considerably by reducing your total weight. So let's get out there and see about flying to this next station. The other thing that you'd want to do to increase the speed of just moving about is to get the auto dock plugin, auto dock upgrade. I'll include the links in the video info.
Landing gear retracted.
You have been disengaged from the dock. Depart when ready.
To be honest though, the auto dock is absolutely ridiculous and has driven me into the station wall more times than not. So I recommend flying in yourself and then just putting your throttle to 0 and the auto dock will kick in. So there's only 2 jumps to where I'm going, and both stations are relatively close to the star in light seconds.
Station limits exceeded. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wishes you well on your journey.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
I think it's one cool thing when you see the star approaching in the distance. It's pretty cool. Just make sure to turn off your mouse look if you're using mouse look to look around, because otherwise you won't be able to avoid the star. So one more jump and I'm at the system where I need to go.
Frameshift drive charging.
I just wish I had a pop-up blocker for all these annoying pop-ups. They are very annoying.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
These textures look pretty cheap too. I mean, they could have had a warping effect around the ship, rather than have these like flat textures just pass by. Okay, now notice something here. It's already selected the station for me. So this, rather than going to the menu and trying to find in contacts a station, you know, it just speeds up the process of traveling to where you want to go. And another one of these auto spawned enemies that just randomly try to chase you and pirate your goods. These guys are so stupid, the AI in them is just incredible. Okay, so when you jump into the system, you are already engaged in Super Cruise, so you can, if the distance is beyond 100 light seconds, I recommend just spooling up at full throttle to 10C, and then after throttling down a bit. Let's see if this pirate catches up with me. They usually just do it at the most annoying time, just when you're about to land or something. Yeah, you see. So you want to throttle down to blue to make your increase your maneuverability. I'm in a Type 7 and this thing is pretty ridiculous. For maneuverability, I mean, it pretty much has none. Also, this game seems to be mimicked like a World War II fighting game. I mean, for some strange reason, you roll into your turns, it increases your speed. That happens with aircraft, which makes sense because they have wings and aerodynamics, but it's meant to be in space. Another strange thing is that you can't just go afterburner and then just, you know, just drift. Your ship will always slow you down, so you end up, you know, slowing down and getting attacked. And whoever invented this radar system here, I've never used it in all my hours of playing. I haven't used it once. It's absolutely useless. And also, if you get attacked and you press H and target the hostile, that situation indicator, where it's showing the nav point, will not divert to show the enemy. That's incredible. Okay, if you can remember which way the stations are facing, I believe this one's facing towards the planet. So if I approach it from the inside, because it's all manually done here, no autopilot. Why would you need autopilot when you're flying around faster than the speed of light? So if I approach this, and approach it from the horizontal plane, which you can see, because its orbital line is flat. So I'm pretty much approaching it from inside. The planet's right behind me. 9 times out of 10, you'll see that you stop and you're in the other side of it. So the programmers of this game expect you to fly for 5 minutes around these stations. Just another little thing they can do to annoy you more in your grind. This game is about grinding. Absolutely grind. They should have called this game Grind. Elite Grind. Also, the ships that fly out of here, the NPCs, I mean, they will not stop for you. I mean, for some strange reason, in the year 3300, autopilot doesn't exist. At least if you try to use it, it will fly you into the station wall. But when you get inside and throttle down, if you have it, I recommend you fly in first. And to speed up even more, maybe just speed over to your docking station, then throttle down. Annoying pop-up comes up so you can't see.
Landing gear deployed.
Pop-ups always, and they're absolutely useless because I can't really read them when they're like that. Okay, let's see how much money we can make. So fuel costs 241. And they're willing to pay... I get 1,147 profit per performance enhancer. So I've made nearly 300k just on that 2-stop hop. And on the way back, I'll buy gold.
respectfully ask to alight at their own docking pad only and avoid obstructing access to other docking bay areas.
Quickly select the bookmark in the galaxy map, which is Hevelius Terminal, plot route, another 2-stop jump, and launch. So for this round trip I expect to make $500,000 in credits.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing restraints retracted. You are clear for departure.
Alright fella, move. I find it interesting that if you have a station with... Okay, some lag. But if you have a station with 10 million people, and you have a station with 12 billion people, you still have the same amount of traffic. You still have the same 2 or 3 police officers scouting around. So I'm just going to boost out of here, get rid of this station mass lock.
Clear of the station. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau now signing off.
Frameshift drive charging.
So you can jump at around 5.5 depending on your ship, but with a Type 7, with these stations 5.5.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
I really wish I had a pop-up blocker for all these annoying things. Absolutely useless, the interface. I mean, why would you put wings on a spaceship? And why would you limit its maneuverability by not adding a simple vector thrust to its main drive? I mean, all you have to do is move the main thrusters a bit and you can use them as your maneuvering thrusters.
Frameshift
But
drive
then-
charging.
Yeah, it's for people with Xbox 360 controllers. Look at this 1990s joystick here.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
So to summarize, when you jump into a system, keep the throttle at full. And if the target station is over 100 light seconds away, wait till you're at 10C before throttling back. I know for some magical reason the spaceship, even though it's the 33rd century, cannot automatically adjust your speed very well. Also, bookmark the stations so that you can plot courses to them very quickly rather than having to try and find them and select them in the contacts bar. Find a profitable trade between 2 close star systems where the stations are less than 500 light seconds from the station, so you don't end up flying for a long time to reach them when you jump in. Check the upgrades of your ship because you want to lower the tonnage of your components cheaply to increase your jump distance to the max, because every time you jump it takes up time. And just you want to make a lot of money as quickly as possible. And I know the way they program this game means you have to micromanage everything. You have to remain in constant control of the ship because you couldn't have an autopilot in the 33rd century. No, that's impossible. You're stuck with this 1960s technology with a radar that is absolutely useless. But, you know, maybe in the year 3303 things will magically improve, and they'll get up with at least what we had in the 90s. So this station is facing on the on the inside of the planet, but look what happens if I come in from the outside. How much do you want to bet that I'll be facing on the other side of the station? Because it couldn't just, you know, in that bluey section when it takes him 5 minutes to stop, you think he'd just maneuver in front of the main entrance. Or even just have, like, yeah, you see? The actual entrance is on the other side. Now, they have these magical little circles around the planets and stuff.
Hotel Alpha. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau is most
Yada yada.
visit,
But I mean, why don't they have like a little blue circle on the side that you're meant to go in? Why do you have to visually look at it to find out? And visibility sucks. I mean, you have this little glowy ball on the left here in your stupid spaceship picture, but I mean, you know, we have visual assist technology in the 1980s, video cameras that we could then look around. And you tell me in the 33rd century you can't do that, so I can look beyond the stupid cockpit wall? I mean, what is this? It's just so ridiculous. I thought after spending hours grinding, I'd get a better ship, and the game would get better. But what I realized is the game does not get better, it just means you gotta continue grinding. There's absolutely no reward for anything. Besides maybe a better ship and paying £10.
You do not have the required authorization to be in this area.
Alright, well that's interesting. I forgot to dock. I forgot to choose to dock. Okay. Let's just reverse out of here. Sorry, I was just talking so much. I forgot. Okay, let's go. Now, magically, I can go in.
Alert, Commander. Reports of heavy traffic in this area.
Yeah, the AI in this is just incredibly bad. I remember one time I was hauling shit, basically biological waste, and a pirate tried to get me, and he's like, "Oh, I want that tasty cargo." I mean, the script was just so terrible. And they just do it. They just always do it. It's the same thing over and over. Like, Pokemon is more fun. Okay, didn't I select dock? Why exactly can't I dock? I had to wait 15 seconds. Okay. I didn't realize that I had to wait 15 seconds. It's little things like this that make the game worthwhile, you know? It's like every little thing that they could have done to annoy you in grinding and grinding and grinding to save up money, they have done. From a stupid radar thing that is absolutely useless to this little picture of the station, which is absolutely useless, to whatever that is meant to be you. This game sucks so much. I wish I had spent the money I spent on this on Star Citizen. That looks amazing.
Permission granted. Please proceed to Bay 02.
Okay, luckily I lined this up so that the auto dock hopefully won't drive into the wall. But if you try it from over there, I don't recommend it.
Landing gear deployed.
100 meters from touchdown.
I mean, come on, like, even if you could just get off your seat and walk around the ship,
Confirmed. Lockdown
you know?
procedure
Just
initiated.
this little bit
Imperial
here.
Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this facility, Commander.
So I have to pay a fine now. But anyway, let's see how much I get. Sell the gold. So 966 credit for each gold ton. So 250,000 nearly. So over 500,000 for just that quick 2-stop hop and back. So, if you're thinking of buying this game, I don't recommend it. Get Star Citizen. But if you've already unfortunately paid for it and you're looking to get money trading, if you follow these tips, you at least can get 500,000 per 2-stop hop return trip every time and just quickly accumulate some cash so you can get a better ship to actually do some of the missions. Okay, enjoy your grinding.